Hello everyone, Kaniala here with Kani Wildlife Control. I wanted to do a quick review today of some of the live traps we've been using out in the field to trap feral cats. I hope some of you can find this video useful and informative in helping you guys make some decisions out there in case you're looking into purchasing a live cage trap for yourself. So here we have 6 different styles of traps, all but 2 are from different companies made by different manufacturers, and all of these traps, an exception for this one made by Tomahawk, the black powder coated one, has been tried and tested out in the field. This AAC Proline trap, 30-inch long by 11-inch high by 11-inch wide, is extremely durable. It will hold up to the test of time and will definitely be able to handle feral cats, raccoons, badgers, so on and so forth, in that category. I think one of the cons to this trap though is that it is very, very heavy. It's 14.5 pounds as opposed to a trap like here, the Safeguard. Very light, probably not as durable, but a lot easier to transport and manage. And here's the Proline trap with activation. Yeah, once activated, I don't think any animal's gonna escape from this trap. If it does, it deserves to escape. The Safeguard 54130, 30-inch long by 11-inch wide by 12-inch tall or high, is a less expensive trap, a little bit less durable than the Proline. However, a lot easier to transport, a lot easier to manage, but yet for the price, fairly well built, durable, has been in the field and field tested, and have not had a cat escape from this trap yet. Here's a Safeguard with activation. Springs are not as powerful as the Proline. However, this locking mechanism here prevents the door from opening once that door shuts, unless someone lifts this up and releases the door. Animal's pretty much caught. This is our newest trap. This is the Tomahawk 108.1. It is 30-inch long by 10-inch wide by 12-inch high. This is a very well-made trap in my opinion. It has not been field tested yet by our company, but we have a feeling that it's going to do very well out in the field. It's pretty much like air trigger. This trap has 2 very strong springs that makes the activation of the trap door quick and strong. Like the Safeguard trap, there's a little locking mechanism here that prevents the door from opening once deployed. The only way that an animal will escape is if someone releases it. Very nice looking trap, very rigid, very durable, and I think will do very well out in the field. Moving on to the Havahart traps. These are the easy set traps. We have a single door and a double door. Single door measuring 32 inches long by 12 inches high by 10 inches wide, and the double door measuring 36 inches long by 10 inches wide, 12 inches high. These traps we've been using for a while. I think we started out with these traps. They're decent traps. However, we've had cats escape from these traps. These traps are lightweight and easy to manage out in the field and in transport. Very good. You can adjust the sensitivity with that little knob right there to what you want. It's a decent trap. However, This little locking mechanism is what prevents the animal from escaping the trap. So when deployed, that little bar has to lock into this little groove here. There's been times where for some reason it didn't lock in all the way, and an animal or cat was able to push and escape. So I think a little bit of a design flaw. Otherwise, the trap, like its name, is easy to set. But so is all the rest of the traps as well. I am definitely not a fan of the double door trap. I think there's some design flaws with this trap as well. You can see the length of the trap. Although it is 36 inches long, the trip plate is directly in the middle. So with both doors open, if you put the bait on this side, then the cat can easily come in here, or animal, eat the bait and leave. And the same with this side. You almost have to hang your bait directly over the trigger plate by attaching it to the sides or to the top of the trap. Otherwise, the animal can easily kind of get in, take the bait and escape without even touching the plates, which we've had and we've seen with our trail cameras happen quite often with this trap. So what we ended up doing was actually disengaging one side of the trap and just use it as a single door trap, 36 inches long, and it worked well that way. Here's what it looks like as an activation. And the same applies with the double door. As you can see here, here's a good example. The safety bar didn't latch over, so the animal that's in there can easily push right back out. So a bit of a design flaw there. Another con to this trap are these little clips that you see here that's on the sides. They're basically caps to keep the rods from moving through, and they stick out to the side. So when you're transporting these traps and you have several of them in the truck bed or in the van, as you're moving them around or as they shift around, they tend to get caught and rip out, as you see here. And when that happens, if you're not paying attention, it easily comes out and your entire door kind of malfunctions. And yeah, not so effective when you got only one shot of catching wildlife around your home or property. So yeah, not too big of a fan of these traps. And last but not least, we have a Duke 1114, measuring 36 inches long by 14.5 inches high and 15 inches wide. This trap has a proprietary trap door, and I'll show you how to set all these traps here in a little bit. These have these little rings right here that you see that slide up, and that's it. I mean, and it just slides down, and the rings will prevent the door from opening. It's durable, but because of its size, we've had a lot of success thus far with trapping feral cats out in the field. However, we did have one larger feral cat, more aggressive feral cat, escape from this trap. I'll show you how this deploys. And voila. And as you see here, these rings just fall down and lock the door in place, prevents the door from opening. As I mentioned earlier, we did have a larger feral cat hit this door with a little force, which I think forced these rings up a little bit and forced the door to open enough to let the cat escape. So I don't know if that's so much of a huge design flaw I think it works really well. Maybe if the rings were just a little bit smaller, or maybe if they fell over this little lip here and locked in place, not sure. But otherwise, all in all, this trap has worked very well so far, and has been very successful. Hey everybody, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go through each trap, show you how to set each trap, just kind of show you how it works. So with the AAC Proline, you have this really strong spring bar here that you need to push up, and then basically you just pull the plate up, and then there's a slide bar here on the side that sets the trap, just like that. Okay, here's a close-up look at the Proline AAC. And this little slide lever here that you can adjust to sensitivity. One set. That's that. Next we have the Safeguard, model number 54130. This trap measures 30 inches long by 11 inches wide by 12 inches high. If you set it, it's a fairly standard trap set. You've got a little locking mechanism here. You push this safety bar down, pull it up, and then there's a little lever that locks it right in place. One set. Animal goes in, hits the trip plate, and not a lot of spring action. But once it locks in place, once it shuts, it's secure. Price-wise, I've been impressed with this trap. I like the design, the door design. I like the weight of the trap. It's durable, and there's also this feature in the back here that allows you to access baiting for the back of the trap or releasing the animal. Locks into place. I've never seen that design before, but comes in really handy. So for around $70 plus shipping and handling, depending on where you live. We live in Hawaii, so it costs us a little bit to get them here. I think this trap is a really good trap. Then we have the Tomahawk. Tomahawk's a very popular brand. This is model 108.1. It's got the black powder coating. It's very nice, very sleek, very doable trap, very well built. Again, we've got a standard door set. It's got a little latch here. Push that up, bring your door up, and again you lock the trigger in place, and really smooth action. I mean, it doesn't take a whole lot, and quick action, strong springs, secure. Like I said, we just got these traps in, and we haven't had a chance to field test them yet, but we are going to get them out there, and I have a good feeling that these traps are going to work out really well. And now we have the Havahart Easy Set traps. Apologize, I forget what the model number of these traps are, but you basically have the single door and the double door. Kind of went over some of the pros and cons about this trap. I think there's a little bit more cons than pros, unfortunately. Like I said, we've been successful in catching a lot of cats with these traps, but then we've also had a lot of escapes. So basically, grab this handle, set it, and that's it. You can adjust the sensitivity of the traps. That's pretty sensitive there, but you can adjust the sensitivity by just adjusting this knob right on the top. Here's the double door easy set trap from Havahart, and basically same as the single door except for two doors. Both doors activate with the one handle, And same as the single door, you can adjust the sensitivity with this knob. And there you go. Like I said though, always watch your tabs here on the side. They come out, these rods can come out, and your trap will basically fall apart. So because of the number of escapes we've had with the double door, what I basically did was just disengage one side of the trap, just use it as a single door, and just basically zip tie one side shut, and it worked really well as a one door, provided that the safety latch would work properly. And last but not least, we have the Duke's trap here. This is the Duke 1114. Like I said, it's 36 inches long by 15 inches wide, 14.5 inches high. It's got this proprietary door latch that you take these two rings, you slide it up, you lift the door up, and then you set your trigger right here with this little latch. Now, depending on what animal you're targeting, this is a bigger trap, more for fox, badgers. We're using it for feral cats, which are a little bit smaller, a little bit lighter. In that case, this little latch here, there's a groove where the latch would fit in. We have to file that down a little bit to make it a little bit more sensitive, so that our small cat could trigger this as well as a big cat. And it didn't take much, just got the grinder and filed that down just a little bit, and it works great. We've had a high success rate with these traps thus far. We've only been using them for a few weeks, and taken out quite a few feral cats. There's also a little bait door on the back. I have it zip tied right now. If you forget to, there's no latch for it, so if you forget to secure that, it's big enough where a cat could easily crawl right out of there. But it does come in handy. The trap is pretty long, so if you need to get some bait in the back of the trap there, you just lift this little bait door and set it. So that about wraps it up for this video. We went through 6 live traps today, and if you'd like to see more videos like this where we go through different traps that we try out in the field, or if you have any questions or comments, please comment below. Let me know regarding any of these traps. If I can answer your questions for you, help you out, that would be awesome. So let me know what you guys think, and have a great day. Aloha.